What's going on, everyone? It's Kochyy here, and we have a banner analysis on the new Machine Society summons, featuring new versions of Riruka, Retsu, and Loly. And honestly, this whole time, it's so weird. I was saying like, oh, Cacao Society is coming, Cacao Society, we're gonna get that for end of the month. I wonder what the new Cacao Society units are. And it just didn't occur to me that obviously that's not like a permanent thing. That's just kind of like a little story arc that Caleb does. And Cacao Society is been done, I guess. And that kind of story's done. So now they're moving on to a different kind of thing with the Machine Society. So it's like a steampunk themed story, or seasonal I should say, with the units as well, and whatever the point event, when we get the point event, the story will be based around stuff like that. So I remember when we did a survey, we had a survey, I don't know if it was for anniversary, I can't remember when it was, but I remember they asked us like what kind of seasonals would we like to see, and steampunk was one of the options, and there's like Arabian Nights and stuff like that. So I guess that's where this is from. They took the feedback from that survey. But anyway, this is a banner coming out on the 31st, is the end of month banner. 6% chance to get 5-star, and unfortunately, when we look at the filler here, there are 9 filler units, so including the 3 banners, there are 12 units total. So unfortunately, it seems like that is the trend Caleb is going to do for these new banners. They're going to put 9 filler, and then you have the 3 banners, so it's going to be 12 unit banners. Every banner is going to be like step up style. It's just harder to pull the featured banner unit because the rate is lowered because the more 5-stars in the pool. And I mean, I guess, you know, the discounted steps, that's all nice and all, but they should just keep it like how Spirit Society, the recent Spirit Society banner that I summoned on, you know, 6 filler, 3 featured, 9 units total. Like that's what we're used to for end of the month. The 12 unit banners are just kind of too much, especially if the rates are staying the same. So unfortunately that's the case, but these filler units, I mean, they're not bad. 6 seasonal units as the filler. Personally, I don't have this Riruka, this Soifon. I have her level 1, so I could max her if I pull another one. Don't have this Momo, best speed Arankar killer in the game. Definitely would like to pull her. She's like one of the most wants, like by far. Have this now, DR Link. This Hallibell is actually really good as one of the few 14 star links for tech. So if you have her, I imagine like people who also have Soifon and are kind of like guild quest freaks, you know, maybe this is an opportunity to get a 5 out of 5 Hallibell. You get the 500 SP on her, and you have like a perfect Soifon link, perfect 14 star link for Soifon. So I don't know, that's something to consider, I guess, or at least like unlock her other like transcendent slots. Don't have this Yoruichi, pretty okay unit. It can be useful in guild quests. I have this Yoruichi. I have this Nell at level 1, so if I pull her, that's orbs again. And this Hiyori, I have 5 out of 5. She's been filler so many times. But yeah, that's it for the filler. Some nice units you can pull from here, especially if you're missing these seasonals. But other than that, yeah, 9 fillers and then the 3 banners. It's rough, man. It's rough to try to get a banner these days. But we'll leave it at that for now, and we'll get into the units. So starting off, we have Retsu, and first thing I want to say, when I saw these units and the like designs and the background and everything, it just reminded me of BioShock Infinite. Now, I haven't even played BioShock Infinite, but that came out in like 2013. But I remember watching a lot of gameplay of it, and I don't know, this whole steampunk style just that was like my first thought. It reminded me of that game. So if you know, you know. But anyway, starting off with Retsu, she is a mind attribute character, Soul Reaper killer, with strong attack recharge 12%. So another mind Soul Reaper killer. We have a lot of those. I wish they'd try to do different attribute killer combinations. Like, can we get some speed Soul Reaper killers maybe? Or like speed Arankar killers? Like, I know I was just talking about this Momo, but like we could have some other ones. I feel like there's some other attributes that are lacking a bit, but For Retsu, her skills, so Sprinter +1, Bruiser 20%, Havoc 20, Berserker 20, Devastation 40, Frenzy, Debilitator 5 seconds, and Guard Break. So Guard Break, again, they're bringing that back now. Looks like it's going to be a pretty common skill and a pretty OP skill in my opinion. Like, not having to waste hits on Breaking Guard. It's just free damage. Like, I don't know how anyone can complain about that. Other than, I guess you could say, like, oh, it doesn't feel special at that point, or the units that still have to break guard get shafted even more, but it's like, whatever. Looking into her kits, so she's ranged, she has freeze on all her strong attacks and special, and then paralysis on her normal attacks. 4-hit range string, this looks standard there, strong attack 1. So this is with the Havoc value, so they may look a little different, but 180% mag, this is a damn collision is ranged projectile type. This is a damn split attack, like 1000 Blood Warrior Hime, like 1000 Blood Warrior Kisuke, and all these other units that just unfortunately got this horrible split attack. I hate it. I hate the strong attack so much. I hate when units get it. It's such a stupid strong attack. Just like do away with it, please. Never want to see that again. I will say that maybe with Havoc it's a little better. I don't know. I have to try it and see, but yeah, this is a pretty bad strong attack to have, especially on the SA1. This is like your bread and butter for SP units, so when you have a bad strong attack here, it's, I wouldn't say the entire unit is useless, but it's just, it really hurts, right? Strong attack 2, 960 AoE distant. This is the like cone-shaped strong attack, like Hakone, Kokuto, 1000 Blood Warrior Toshiro, all those characters, they have this. And then strong attack 3 is a 1200 AoE full screen, so really nice Havoc values and stuff. Strong attack 2 and strong attack 3, beautiful. Strong attack 1, god, it's so bad. It's just, this is just terrible. Honestly, if she just had a regular SA1, just something different, just don't do this, or just don't make it a ranged collision. If you want to keep it a 3 like projectile, or 3 like directional attack, make it melee collision, so it at least does its full damage and it doesn't push shit around. Like, that thing is so bad, but that would instantly make it better. But yeah, I think based on her kits with Guard Break, Havoc, Frenzy, having 2 amazing strong attacks and then this like garbage one, like, if that strong attack was just better, I'd say she'd be like the best mind Soul Reaper killer in the game, easily. Like one of the best mind Soul Reaper killers, period, maybe. Better than, yeah, I'd definitely put her there, but unfortunately not. The strong attack 1 is kind of bad. Other alternatives, as you can see, we have a lot of mind Soul Reaper killers. But yeah, shame about that Retsu's SA1. We'll have to see if Havoc, I mean, maybe it's because the AoE is larger, it can get more hits in or something like that. You know, it's a bit more forgiving in terms of getting hits, but we'll have to see. But that's it for Retsu. Move on to the next character. And the next character is Loly, and she is a Heart Attribute character with no affiliation killer, strong attack recharge time 12% as her soul trait, and her skills are Sprinter +1, Bruiser 20, Berserker 20, Frenzy, Devastation 40, Debilitator +2 seconds. Again, these decreased no affiliation damage taken, so she has a DR like skill, and then Guard Break. Again, so Guard Break, they're, you know, kind of bringing these back, or bringing the skill back like with force on these Frenzy units. And Heart no affiliation killer, so there is Mugetsu and there is Halloween Riruka. So there's 3 Heart no affiliation killers. I mean, well, let's look at her strong attacks first. Ranged, again, burn on everything. She has Debilitator, right? Yeah, okay. 3-hit ranged string. Don't really like 3-hit strings. But anyway, she's not an ad character, so it shouldn't matter too much. Strong attack 1 is a beam. Does she have Havoc? No, she doesn't. Okay. Strong attack 1 is a beam, standard. Strong attack 2, this is a vortex. So, like Zamari, Spirit Society Rangaku, and what other characters have that? Cacao Society Soifon, Swimsuit Yoruichi, you know, all these characters, they have that like suck and push like vortex. That's what this is. And then Strong Tech 3, 975 AoE Distant, the Zombie Toshiro Mind Koga SA3, which I've always said, you know, I really like this SA3. If it's not a full screen Strong Attack, I like this as the alternative. This is a pretty nice SA3 to have. So good SA1, SA3, SA2 Vortex. It's like, it can't. It's like not the greatest at times, but you know, it's still like you can still use it. It's fine. But within Heart, no affiliation killer. Like I said, there's Mugetsu, and then there's Halloween Riruka. I personally would still play Mugetsu than this Loly, but I guess you can look at it as Mugetsu is a Soul Reaper affiliation, Riruka is a human affiliation, and Loly is a Rancor affiliation. So I guess you could just say K-Lab is kind of covering their bases with, you know, affiliation and killer combinations. They're just making like a different niche for them. So I guess you could see this useful for some Senkai mode stages and stuff like that. Just, you know, things that would maybe limit by a Rancor and they'd have no affiliation enemies. Because if we look on the alternatives, there are no alternatives basically, right? There are no alternatives here. Same attribute killer, these guys are there. So I guess that's where they're going with this. Overall, you know, good Strong Tech 1, Strong Tech 3, Strong Tech 2, it can be a little meh at times, but overall I think she's alright. I think for me though, I'd keep her level 1 for Guild Quest, obviously, and a lot of other people that I know that play Guild Quest a bit more seriously. So that's pretty much it for Loly, and we'll move on to the last character. And the last character is Riruka, another seasonal Riruka. Though, when was the last time we got a seasonal Riruka? Actually, I don't know. When was the last time? Was it Cacao Society? Was it like a year from now? I can't remember, but there are a lot of seasonal Rirukas. Anyway, I don't really mind either way, but Riruka, power attribute character, human affiliation, hollow killer with the soul trait damage taken 16%. So, Riruka, let's see, skill Sprinter +1, Bruiser 20, Flurry, Berserker 30, Devastation 20, Debilitator +5 seconds, Poise. And I saw a lot of this, like this was what a lot of people were talking about. Inheritance Zone only, Technique, Link Slot Potions +5. So, I guess we might as well just talk about this right now before we get into the skills and stuff, or the kit I should say. I think this is pretty busted. I also think it's kind of scummy on K-Lab's part, just because like clearly they're going to, like, this is new, right? This clearly they're going to be more. You're not just going to make tech. There's going to be one for every attribute. The first one we've gotten now, or we're about to get, is a seasonal unit. So not only do they give a boosted drop rate, or at least let you get more potions from Inheritance Zone if you have them on your team, because they're exclusive unit. If you don't pull them, that's, you know, that's your chance. It's gone. So you can have up to 2 on the team, right? From what I've understood from their in-game news, it doesn't work as a link, it's a skill, so you need to have the unit on the team. So you can have a 6-star and 5-star Riruka on your team, and you can have a main unit clearing. So you should have, you'll be getting 10 potions, minimum 10 potions per run in Inheritance Zone. And let's say like, you know, you get on average, let's say 5 potions per single player Inheritance Zone run. Sometimes it can be really low. Sometimes you get no potions. It's like really bad luck. But say you get 5 potions, and then you add the 10, 5 from each Riruka, so that's 15 potions, right, per ticket. You do a 5 times run, that is 75 potions in a 5 times run. Let's just say, let's be optimistic, right? So minimum, like, let's just say minimum 75 potions per run. That's pretty damn crazy. And I think that, like, that just beats out co-op, because like when co-op doesn't have ×2 drop rate, obviously, and co-op is so dead. Like, people don't join your rooms. I know I was playing Inheritance Zone a couple days ago with a lot of people, and they recognized me and they messaged me on YouTube or Discord and stuff like that afterwards. Shout outs to them, but you open a room and it's just dead. Like, no one wants to join, really. It takes a long time sometimes for people to join. So it's just a lot more time is invested in co-op, and the trade-off is being you're supposed to get more potions. But with this, like, if you have two of these characters, you run them on their team, you just give them equip crystal links on them, and then you run one main unit to clear the Inheritance Zone. You clear it in like a minute or under, because they're really easy in solo player, really easy, like really easy. And then you get like 15 potions a run. You can get 75 potions every 5 times a run. That's crazy. So the amount of potions you'll get, like the amount of how should I say this, like the amount of benefit, I guess, or like in the long run, this benefits, like, this is huge. Like, you're gonna get a lot more potions. So that's pretty crazy. And like I said, kind of scummy. They're starting this off with a seasonal unit. I wish, if it was me, this is what I'd do. If it was me, I would make a metal exchange unit. And again, something that we've not gotten for a while. Like, Kochyy just like stops doing certain things. You know, they stopped making new 4 stars for banners. They stopped making metal units now. I would make a metal unit that has the same kind of thing in technique or whatever, potion drop rate. And or you could even make it like a Senkaimon thing, right? Make that the next character or something like that. They could have this as a skill, and same way how this character works. You know, you can use them per the attribute specific Inheritance Zone, and you can carry them on your team, and you get the drop rate as well. But you know, they're available for everyone, and you can work towards what you want, right? And you can get whichever ones you want first. Maybe you really want to, you know, slot some heart units first, so you get the heart ones first. You just go hard on Inheritance Zone, you get all your heart potions, but eventually you would get them all. This way, like, damn. I get it, Kochy's a business, they need to make money. This is like their way to kind of incentivize people to summon, but I don't know. Personally, I would have done it differently. That's just my take on it. But anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get into her kit. So melee character, weaken on everything. 4-hit string. She has no long reach, by the way, but you know, depending on how her nat string is, if she walks forward a lot, it can kind of compensate for that lack of range. But yeah, 4-hit string. Last 2 hits are AoE. Strong Tech 1 is a lunge. Strong Tech 2 is a vortex around her, 25 hit. And then Strong Tech 3 is a kind of like, honestly, it kind of reminds me of Mind Yukio. 25 hit vortex. Mind Yukio has the same SA2, and then SA3 is like the sucking explosion kind of strong attack. Pulls everything in and then blows up. Like Kokuto and Yukio as well. He actually has that one. So similar kit to Yukio in that sense, I guess. And is also a melee unit, but special, nothing out of the ordinary. Alternative, so you know, other human hollow killers. What is unique about her? A flurry hollow killer. We also have Ginrei. He's also a flurry hollow killer, so a bit weird. I guess Ginrei is ranged and she is melee, so I guess that's the angle. But that's pretty much it. I've been talking for a while. I don't know how long this recording is. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but apologies. I kind of went on and on. You guys know how it is with me, but that's pretty much it for this banner. Riruka, I think she's alright. As a unit itself, I think she's alright, and like you can auto with her, sure. She's got a walking vortex, and you know, she's a flurry NAD unit, like that's all fine and all, but she have like some immunity? No, she does not, but it's mostly this. I think it's just, this is what people will want to get her for, you know, just to make their lives a bit easier farming. But that's pretty much it for the banner. Let me know what you guys think of these units, if you were interested in this like whole steampunk kind of theme. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed, and of course, as usual, I will cover the gameplay when that comes out. But that's pretty much it, so I will talk to you all later.